push-up is a fantastic exercise for total body strength. Now, it has classically been seen as an exercise for your upper body, the pecs, the delts, and the triceps. And this is true, it does hit those muscles very well, but it also can be a full body strength movement when performed properly. And also stay till the end of this video for one awesome bonus tip on how to improve your push-up performance instantaneously. It's actually pretty awesome, so be ready for that. So with the push-up, before we start getting into the push-up and progressing it, I have my clients master the high plank position first. And what you want to do is think about the start of a push-up position, because that's really what it is. Your hands are under you, you're holding yourself in this high plank position. Now, before we start just collapsing into the push-up and going down and coming up at a fast pace without any intent or any control, you want to think about total body control, total body tension. So with the high plank position, you're going to think about setting up into the start position and then getting your entire body activated and turned on. Squeezing your quads, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your core, and even squeezing your lats, trying to push your shoulders into their sockets to activate your lats. Once you get into that rigid full body tension position, then we can start thinking about the actual push-up. Now, what I like to do for my clients as a baseline is get them to the point where they can hold this position for about 30 seconds, maintain that good, strong, rigid position. I've even jokingly told my clients to become a coffee table, and I actually had a picture at one point. One of my clients, Marissa, she was one of my early morning clients years ago. I would actually set the Starbucks cup on her back when she was doing the high plank position and the elbow plank. So it's a great thing to help you think about, a cue to think about the plank as in, get that body rigid and stable. So once you're in that setup, you've got your glutes, your quads, your abs, everything tight, then you can start lowering yourself down into the push-up. And what I want you to think about is move the body as a single unit. What my favorite analogy that I use with everybody is that medieval drawbridge, the castle door, coming down on the chains and back up. That's really how the body should move. You're pivoting off of your feet, off of the toes, and you're going down, you're coming up. The body should raise and lower itself as a single unit. If you move over to the TRX row, the low row position, you're doing the same thing, just in the opposite direction. You're lifting yourself up and then lowering yourself. The lifting of your body is the work, and then the lowering is the quote-unquote rest. We can talk more about that in the future, about concentric and eccentrics, but that's what I want you to think about is, and I cannot take credit for this. This is from Dan John and many other wonderful coaches that have talked about this, but don't just think about the push-up as a push-up. Think about the push-up as a moving plank. You're in that rigid, full body, total body tension position, and then we're adding movement. And then now all of a sudden, the legs, the core, the upper body, everything is working not only to perform the movement through that full range of motion, you're also controlling it and maintaining the body's position and rigidity. So that's what I want you to think about when you're getting into this push-up. Now, this will carry over into many other movements, which we're going to talk about in the future, but that's the one thing I want you to think about. So you've got your high plank mastered, you're getting into your push-up, but let's say you're not quite there yet. You know what to do, but the body isn't yet capable of doing that. We have progressions and regressions for the movement. Very simple. Set yourself up on an elevated surface. You can use really anything. You can use a countertop, you can use a table, a chair, a couch, really anything that's elevated and sturdy, something you can put your hands on that will not move, and then perform the movement with that intent, that full total body tension. Perform those full range of motion repetitions, and then when you're hitting 5 to 10 reps, at a good, comfortable pace with confidence and with clear intent, then simply lower the height, move to something that's a little bit lower. That's one of my favorite progressions. Another wonderful progression is you can use really anything. You can use a stack of books, you can use a yoga block, you can use a rock like I did in this demo video, something under you to stop you at a shortened range of motion. Ideally you're going to eventually get to about 90 degrees at the elbows. As your bottom position. Some people can go further than that. It can cause shoulder pain and issues for some people, so I want to definitely caution you on that. But use really anything at your disposal, a stack of books, anything that's going to kind of shorten up that range of motion and allow you to perform those nice controlled repetitions. A little bit of a touch and go, not bouncing out of the bottom, but still touching and then pushing yourself back up. So that's another great progression there. And that's really what I want you to do is, focus on that intent with the push-up, that total body control, abs, glutes, core, everything lit up, and the whole body working together. So that's what I want you to be thinking about there. The final bonus tip that I have for you, this is from my coach, master instructor, Phil Scarito. When you're setting up into your push-up position, everything I just said still applies. Everything's lit up, everything's locked and loaded. Use your hands to push the floor away from you, to push more weight back into your heels. And what this will do is, number one, this is going to take pressure off of the arms. This is going to load your legs more, turn it even more so into a full body exercise, and you're going to notice a massive difference in your push-ups. You'll be able to do more repetitions. It's still going to work your shoulders and your arms, but you're going to have more in the tank. You're going to be able to do more with solid form, and your shoulders are going to feel excellent. And if you're like me, after years of push-ups and lifting, if you get a little bit of an issue with the wrists, I have a feeling that, like me, you'll find that this helps your wrists feel a little bit better during push-ups because you have just a little bit less extension of the wrist when you're pushing back. So a little bit closer to that neutral position. Not that you're not going to have straight wrists, obviously, with the push-up, but it's going to put your wrists in a little bit of a better position. So try that out. Let me know how it goes for you. I hope that you got value out of this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel. I have a lot more videos coming your way on demos and workouts and health and fitness tips for you. If you are ready to start your health and fitness journey, but you don't know where to get started, it's all good. I've got you covered. For the first time in my 14-year career, I actually have a product, a digital product that I put together. I have a program for you. It's a 12-week Kettlebell Fundamentals course that I want you to check out. Link is in the description. It's going to run you through the basic moves, the squat, the swing, the Turkish get-up, the press, and the deadlift and the row. And you're going to use these moves, very simple circuits. You're going to build strength, you're going to build confidence, and you're going to become your strongest self and have a little bit of fun along the way. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.